So we're trying to tell 20 years of the history of the beginnings of G4 TV, the launch of Attack of the Show, the end of Attack of the Show, and then the rebirth and kind of where that went. So that's 20 years in 90 minutes. And it was always like, we're not going to go over 90 minutes.
The doc is such a detailed story, for lack of a better word, and you have so much content to kind of work from. How hard was it to edit it down from this 13-hour masterpiece to such a tight little story? So,
Well,
what was it like trimming that down?
truthfully, it's brilliantly edited. And also my co-producer on it, Bobby Schwartz, was the lead editor. There was another team of editors, Anthony Ray Bench, Philip Eubanks, among others who helped out, Glenn Brown, who helped out. First of all, we gathered hundreds of hours of footage, spent a year building a library, because we started shooting in March of 2020. And then you know what happened? The pandemic occurred. So I thought, well, how am I going to make this doc now? So I pivoted to making the doc. It was originally, we sat some people down and did some interviews with people on camera and realized we're not going to be able to do this with the pandemic, but we wanted to keep working on the film. So we spent that year of the pandemic building a library of every topic, every host, every person on camera. And in building this library, it gave us the tools to be able to then go, okay, we're going to talk about this topic. Then I did interviews over live streams, and I built an archival documentary that would put you in the world at the time. I wanted it to never kind of break. The only breaking to present day is like, I kind of bookend the movie, and then Zach Selwyn is like the Greek chorus. But I wanted to give that feel. So the editors, it was such a challenge. We'd kind of break them into like cut downs. So like the birth of G4, how do we tell that story? Well, we cut it down to 30 minutes. How do we get that down to 3 minutes? So we're trying to tell 20 years of the history of the beginnings of G4 TV, the launch of Attack of the Show, the end of Attack of the Show, and then the rebirth and kind of where that went. So that's 20 years in 90 minutes. And it was always like, we're not going to go over 90 minutes. This is going to be, well, anything that we cut, we can put stuff on the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray will be collectible, but I wanted to tell this story in a quick 90 minutes, as really a love letter to the show, to, geek culture, and remind people of just this era. But that editing, God, it was just a constant thing.
Well,
Bobby Schwartz knocked out of the park. So
it's appreciated. I'm sure you saw almost all the Oscar movies last year. So in a world of
yes.
so many 3 hour and 3.5 hour, 320 movies, a lot of
Yeah.
people are saying thank you for
Yeah.
not doing 3 hours, because while we want to watch it in supplemental stuff, 86, 90 tight it's welcomed and appreciated. So thank you.
Oh, dude, I will make decisions on what movies to see based on the running time.
There you
I
go.
can go to see this 2.5 hour film in French with subtitles, or a 90-minute comedy, and I'll go 90 minutes. I'm sorry if I have the choice, but I'll eventually see the French film. Trust me. It's not the season. It's the summer. Blockbusters are out. I save those movies for the fall, Oscar season.
What are the best ways to get more information about this documentary?
Sure. You just go to Attack of the Doc, that's doc.com. You'll see links to where you can get it. You can get it on Vimeo. You can rent it. It'll be available on all platforms eventually. So Google, Play Store, iTunes, Vudu, Amazon, all of that stuff. So that's where you can see it. And you can also follow Attack of the Doc, DOC, on Instagram, Twitter. We even have a Facebook. I don't even use Facebook anymore, but we have a Facebook. So yeah, just follow Attack of the Doc and check it out. I hope you'll at least give it a shot and rent it. And I hope you're entertained for 90 minutes and reminded of a very recent era when things were also very different culture, a very different time.